Hello everyone, welcome to my living room. Today I have skincare empties and reviews, plus a couple of little tips. I would like to start out with a tip because I think this goes along with the whole theme of empties. If you get your skincare, whatever, what have you, in a tube, and this goes for toothpaste too, and have never cut it open to finish it, let me just show you how much you may be missing out on. This tube is cut in half right now, and this is how much is still in there. The top of it I already have been working on today and yesterday. Okay, so let's get to my empties. I am going to start with some Tonymoly face masks. I have 4 that I tried. The first one I tried was the Pearl Illuminating. Wah, wah. When you take it off and you're rubbing it in and you're taking, you're supposed to take some from inside that's left over and spread it and rub it into your face. It's kind of a little sticky and it's just not pleasant. That one, the Pearl one, is like that, and I didn't see any illumination. Okay. The next one was the red wine mask, and it's supposed to be for pore care. It didn't do anything for my pores. It didn't do anything for my face. It didn't tighten my pores. It didn't, it's supposed to tighten on an even skin texture with enlarged pores. That definitely did not happen. This was especially horrible. This one, and it says clear skin, but it makes dull skin look radiant and glowing. So it's not like a acne type situation. It is milky. It's not that clear sludge. It is like a milky consistency. It's like rice milk. And this was amazing. I am going to repurchase this. My skin looked brighter. It was softer. It was smoother for several days afterward. The last one is the cotton one. It's the hyaluronic acid sheet mask, and the actual sheet is cotton, and you can see little bits. It's very like natural looking, but it was like a clear sludge stuff again, but it did not slide all over my face. Really smoothed out my skin, made it soft. I would buy this one again. These things. I also had the Garnier Micellar makeup removing towelettes. This was in a Beautycom box. I also got the extra actual bottle in the Beautycom box before that. That was kind of disappointing. I don't really like these. I use them to take up like the face makeup, the eye makeup, the powder part, but the mascara, just forget about it. Can't remember the brand, but I was sent this as like a free thing with an Ulta order, like for platinum. And so if you see this, it's meant to be made out of charcoal and something else. And you get it wet, and it's still wet on the side, so it's spongy. It does get like rock hard if you don't use it for a few days. I think this is stupid. Yeah, it's really porous. It's slightly exfoliating because of that, very slightly. I don't see any real benefit. Now, I've been trying to figure this out for quite some time. This is the Michael Todd face brush. It has 3 different settings. Yeah. And it also has a pulsing, which is meant to be more to stimulate collagen. And I was a Clarisonic girl for a long time. I lost my Clarisonic, and then when I got it back, and no one had used it, it was like dead. It just was dead, and it would charge, and it still wouldn't work, and it was very sad. So this was only $50 on Hot Look one day. I just haven't used it very much. I've used it for sure, but why is it that I'm not picking it up like I used to pick up my Clarisonic every day and I couldn't live without my Clarisonic? What's that about? And I finally figured it out. Finally, I figured it out. The lowest setting isn't enough. The medium and high setting is too much. And by that, when I use my Clarisonic, I like to get around my nose. I have really big pores. They're congested all around my nose. And so that was definitely one of the places that I would focus on, the sides of my nose, my cheeks, and here. Like I said, lowest isn't enough. Medium and high, it's like when you push, it's like a tickling. Do you know what I mean? It's uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. It's too intense of a vibration. Um, and it's like, it's just uncomfortable. Um, it's, it's like I want to pull it away constantly because it's like this really intense like tickling. This one seems like a better brush just on paper, but why am I not using it? My Clarisonic, I always had to use. I missed it. I was like, grieving my Clarisonic, and this one just sits there for the most part. And that's what it is. It's a personal thing, I'm guessing, but why is it that the Clarisonic is still on top, even though this has been out for a long time? Plenty of coupons and sales during the Ulta, what's it, 21 Days of Beauty. They had a dermalogica kit for like half off. Hello, right? This eye cream came with it, and I was like, dang, that's not very much. This, oh my goodness, I am definitely going to be purchasing the full size of this. This goes a long way. When I went from this back to some L'Oreal stuff I had to use 2-3 times the amount of the L'Oreal than I did this stuff. It's probably the course of like a month, I could actually see, like right in the corner there, the very corner, like in here, I could actually see the red where I had a wrinkle where it was kind of opening back up. But my crow's feet, I could actually see it lifting. So I use this guy up, and yes, I'm going to cut it open. I just haven't yet. But then I got a sample of the Algenist Genius eye cream, and that progress that I've made with my crow's feet has just continued. I've been using this for over a week. Now, I don't know if I got a bad sample or something, but I want to go to the store and check it out because it's so thick. That's the only thing I don't like. It's like you take out a chunk and I'm rubbing it, and I really have to rub it a lot for it to smooth out. It's just not, but it absorbs very quickly, and it definitely works. I can see it, and that's come on, let's be truthful here. That's rare with like anti-wrinkle stuff. A lot of it don't work. A lot of it's BS. But this, just a tiny little bit. I mean, I'm definitely going to be purchasing this once I use this up. And yeah, I want to use up some of my L'Oreal before I go and spend dermalogica money. Also, I got a little sample of Algenist Genius Ultimate Anti-Aging Vitamin C Serum. I like this. I've been using it for maybe a week. Definitely has brightened up my skin. But like I said, so did this mask. This absorbs into the skin so quick. It's very liquidy. It absorbs instantly. You can definitely feel that tingle of something happening. Let's talk about this guy. The Milani Keep It Sweet Sugar Lip Scrub. Okay. Now, I have mixed feelings on this. First, I want to say the first layer of it has no scrubbies in it. I had to take like a tissue and scrape off a whole layer of just whatever petroleum, whatever the oil part of it is component. Yeah, it smells pretty good. So do a lot of things. So does fragrance. Um, and then once I took off that first layer that wasn't just like lip gloss, yeah, it's concentrated. It works really well. But you know what? You know what also works really well? Taking some regular sugar, coconut oil, and then just rubbing sugar on your lips. Um, I will not be repurchasing this, even though it works. It works, smells good, blah de blah. Um, but I rather just make my own. I'll probably like keep the container. What I do is I keep the container of certain things and make my own concoction. Yeah, it's nice. I'll use it. I'll definitely use it. Um, but yeah, I'll just make my own. This is the Mally Ever Color Poreless Face Defender. Okay, I just want to make some comments on this. First off, it does what it says. It mattifies. And it does that thing that other sprays might do where it just kind of melds together your foundation and your skin to where it looks one. But first off, this thing gets so dirty. I want to wash it like every time I use it. And if you can see close, there's this little, it's dust. It's little dust fibers, it's little, fabric fibers. And I'm like always like doing this to get it off because this is basically like silicone. And I never know if I'm using the right amount. Is it worth $40? No. Am I using it? And does it work? Yes, but it's a lot of work for it to work. And as you kind of start spreading, it comes down here. It's collecting down here a little bit, and it's like, if I take that stuff off, it's like, do I want to use that? Do I want to put that back in? I don't really think so. I will not repurchase it. I'm experimenting with it a lot. But there's something amiss, and I don't know quite what it is. Thank you. My kittens are busy. Thank you so much for watching. I have to run, and I will catch up with y'all very soon. Bye.